This is the haunting story of jollyJoseph, a woman who walked among her family members for 14 years, hiding a deadly secret behind a mask of normalcy. The beginning, a quiet deception. The story begins in Kudatai, a small, quiet village in Kerala. jollyJoseph married into the prominent Panamattam family. To the outside world, she was a dedicated wife, a caring daughter-in-law, and a well-respected member of the community. She was known as someone who was always there to help, someone who brought people food and drink, and someone who seemed to care deeply for her husband and his parents. The cycle of deaths. The nightmare started in 2002. Over the course of the next 14 years, one by one, family members began to fall ill and die suddenly. The first victim, 2002. It started with her mother-in-law, Anama Thomas, who suddenly collapsed after consuming a meal. At the time, it was assumed she had suffered a heart attack or a medical issue. The father-in-law, 2008. 6 years later, Jolly's father-in-law, Tom Thomas, died under similarly mysterious circumstances after a meal. Again, no one suspected foul play. The husband, 2011. The tragedy struck the closest to her when her husband, Roy Thomas, died. His death was officially classified as a heart attack, though some relatives began to whisper about his strange behavior before he collapsed. The relatives, 2014 to 2016. The cycle continued with the deaths of 3 other relatives, including a young child. For over a decade, these deaths were treated as natural occurrences or tragic accidents. The authorities eliminated them from criminal suspicion one by one, never connecting them to each other. The unraveling. The truth began to surface only when family members who had grown suspicious started pushing for an investigation into the cause of death. When the bodies were finally exhumed years later and forensic tests were conducted, they found traces of cyanide in the remains. The investigation revealed a chilling reality. Jolly had allegedly been systematically poisoning her family members to gain control over the family's property and to maintain a secret, double life. The chilling aftermath. What makes this case so haunting for international observers is the psychological contrast. For 14 years, jollyJoseph lived her life, attended social gatherings, and even remarried, all while those around her were unaware that the person who prepared their food might be the reason for their untimely deaths. She stands accused of orchestrating these crimes, driven by a deep-seated greed and a terrifying desire for control. Today, the Kudathai cyanide murders stand as one of India's most infamous true crime cases, serving as a dark reminder of how easily the most trusted person in a household can harbor the deadliest of intentions.